Hello everyone and welcome to the second of 3 matches we have today. We've got quite a good one here in the form of Polemo versus mikuhatsunegirl10. It is going to be on 4-3, which has been a pretty popular pool, at least within level 4. I am SlipperyPickle, joined by the one and only Kerasi. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me today. And regarding the level 4 pool, since it was mentioned, I feel like the only reason 4-3 and 4-2 are so popular is because 4-1 is very infamous having that hidden pick in there. But
yeah,
no, I feel like we've had quite a variety of choices from our players this season. We've seen almost every single pool being played, except for I feel it was one of the level. I think we haven't had any level 1 pools, have we?
Probably not.
I mean,
I know I haven't seen any.
I mean, with a new BTT coming up very soon, I think we're gonna get new players, so these pools are gonna get quite popular again. I think that's going to be interesting, but we'll have to wait until we can initiate more people into our cult that is Taiko Colosseum. But yeah, today we have a wonderful match between Polemo and mikuhatsunegirl, which I actually asked for one time. I told Polemo and Miku that it would be nice if we could see the two in a match together, knowing that Polemo needs to have more matches to get over his tournament nerves, and seeing that Miku is a very worthy opponent, being very consistent and having many skill sets. So we're quite here for quite a show, especially on 4-3, which is quite an interesting pool. I think today we're going to be having a lot of fun here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, some of the maps on the 4-3 pool have definitely been more popular than others. I can tell you that we consistently don't see people picking the hiddens very often, so hopefully we'll get to see at least one of them this time around.
Well, you need to keep in mind, Hidden 1 is how to make slime, and Hidden 2 has SD changes, which is mapped at a 1/3 rhythm, which can be very trippy, especially when the variety in rhythmic patterns is just 1/3 to 1/6, which can mess people up.
Yeah, I will say the first off, yes, new mod icons, by the way. You can actually see the accuracies now.
It has been resolved. We are actually professional again.
But yeah, second off, from the matches I've seen, the Hard Rock pool seems to be fairly popular. The first 2 free mods get played pretty often, I think. And No Mod 5 seems to be quite fun as well.
Yeah, No Mod 5 is very fun because it's slow SV, and honestly, it can be so nice, especially when the song is such a banger. It's an
Yeah.
Untitled plus Light song, which is quite popular actually. And for once, it's actually not an airy map, even though as Taiko players know, Iris, the person who mostly maps the plus Light songs. But no, it's actually very fun.
Yeah, good old Hero K instead.
Also, I have to say this this specific warm-up, which is I think a Starstream map. Yeah, it's a Starstream map. It's very fun. It is very straightforward. It doesn't have many aspect changes like you would expect from a map of a Camellia song, but the patterns are very like comfy, and I can see why this was picked as a warm-up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks solid. I mean, Polemo is definitely having a good time with that act there. That's for sure.
Polemo is a very consistent player. He just struggles with nerves, and I feel like, at least for the warm-up, he may be doing fine. But we'll have to see how he'll fare. Oh, that's a lot of spinners over there. Oh, that is fun.
The song is not called Spin Eternally for nothing.
They should have had, like, spinners that are overlaid over the notes and basically force people to play the notes perfectly so they can finish the spinner. I think that would be very fun.
I'm so bad at those.
They are very confusing because you panic to finish the spinner, but then you realize, wait, if I just play the notes, I'll be fine. Or like have the sliders be on top of spinners, so people are actually forced to roll the spinner instead of just playing DDDDD constantly. Very good score by Polemo, only 1 miss and 17 100s. Very solid.
Yeah, and that was actually Miku's warm-up, I believe. I'm not sure if they already played their first warm-up while we were getting set up.
This was the first warm-up, and now we're playing Polemo's warm-up, Jungle Error. A very funky kind of beat so far, what I can hear. I've never seen this map, so I don't know.
Yeah, same. Well, that's what warm-ups are always good for, plugging interesting maps.
Oh, we're swapping the positions because it was like big wind burst in the rift sheet, but I mean it's only a 1v1, it's alright. What's the worst thing that can happen other than people being confused a bit, just a tiny bit? Also monkey sounds.
Yeah, Polemo was saying it would be very good for someone to use a monkey time right now.
We could use them ourselves, but I'm not going to. I'm like,
yeah, same. Not sure who I'm saving it for, but I feel like I'll know when the moment comes.
Yeah, when you see people just messing around and not actually properly. Oh, the prediction result just ended from the previous match.
Yeah, congratulations, Taiko Joe.
A very late congratulations for an amazing match. It was actually not a sweep, as we did have Joe get a point of Taiko Joe with a very close point. Oh, and I think it was hit at 1.
Yeah, hit him 1. It was a 5k score gap, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And on we go with the second warm-up. We have started a tad bit late, but it does seem like we'll be back on time fairly soon. Does not have any special rules, so it should be pretty smooth sailing from now on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and luckily we aren't in a rush. Just to let you guys know, while we're in the warm-up, the next match won't be happening for a little while. It's gonna be at 23 UTC between Maxi and Minilamp on well, it's on a pool, that's for sure.
It's I feel it's a pool created by Maxi, because I think that the whole story behind it is I'm very rusty and I need to get back into it, so I need to make a company. that will kind of force me to practice
Yeah,
and everything.
the maps in there are something else. If anyone watching will be able to catch that match, please do. Some of the picks in that pool are just absolutely disgusting.
I mean, we do have a convert, there's no one for them to find hilarious. Also, this song is banging, actually. I like this.
Yeah, the monkey noises are a nice flavor. You don't hear this kind of thing too often.
And this the same samples as in which one was it? That one that we also have in the pools. The free mod that we also have in the pools. God damn, what's the name? I think it's like in the 5 pool.
Level 5 pools, alright.
I don't remember. I do not remember. No. Because I recognize the samples. I just don't remember the name of the song. If KB was here, he would tell me because he knows. He knows. Oh goodness. Ignore me. I am being small.
I'm looking through. I'm seeing if anything jumps out at me. But...
Go Mikahatsu, thank you! Thank you, TaikoMom! Thank you. That's it.
Okay, I wouldn't have found that, so thank you.
But yeah, Polemo winning on his warm-up, and right as I mentioned his name, he misses. Amazing.
Yep.
It's either nerves kicking in or just the patterns being kind of trippy, which I don't think is the case because they seem like the average KKD to KK mostly for this part.
Yeah, I was gonna say they look perfectly fine. May have just been a little miss from just not focusing, really.
Yeah. It happens. It is just a warm-up, so it's alright. It's still a very good score. Both players getting very good scores. Mikuhatsunegirl kind of struggling a bit, but I do think it's because it's a lack of warming up. So it should be fine.
I was gonna say it is also
down...
a. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you were still talking. You were still talking.
It happens. I don't have anything else of worth to mention, so I will pass the microphone to you.
I was just gonna say that the map is 6.3 stars, so that's definitely pushing the skill cap for Miku a little bit, but luckily that's not the average difficulty of this pool.
Yeah, we do have number 3, which is really speedy, being like about 5.8 stars. And I know because I love that specific map. I love Rock Hill so much. But I digress. I will have to... Actually, no, it's Del Rio, isn't it? Yeah, Del Rio is number 3, and you have Rock Hill in Port 0. A very funny, not coincidence. Literally just because I know KB likes the songs and the maps work for the place. In any case, rolls are in, and we have rolls that I sadly cannot see because the client does not like me. That is amazing.
Well, Polemo's roll has been covered up. It was a 40-something, I think, and Miku rolled an 84. And she's going to be choosing to pick first, actually, which is interesting.
And we have Polemo banning second. Very interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually when you win the roll, you often see people choosing to ban second, but it looks like we're gonna be seeing Miku banning first and picking first, and she's gonna be banning Hard Rock too.
No more Futation Naruto, which is sad because that specific Hard Rock is actually not that bad. I feel like even though it's a sparse Hard Rock, it's not that dense, so you can kind of read it better. But I can understand not being able to read it at all. It is like, what, 230 BPM? plus hot rock, so
yeah.
it's kind of
That's
painful.
Definitely, if high SV is not your forte, then a solid band to go for sure.
Our players recommending me matching them dying violently on Hard Rock 2, which, I mean, if you guys don't want to play TB and you don't want to play Hard Rock 2 for the showcase at the end, I would not be
I mean,
against that.
I think it's funny. I think that would be a good showcase. I always like when just a random different map pool is showcased, but okay,
remember
yeah.
what you were saying earlier that the Hard Rock pool is very popular?
Yeah. So.
Look at this, how the tables have turned. No Hard Rock. It looks like we'll be having hidden maps, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's interesting to actually see the hidden pool remain untouched.
It's interesting to see Hidden 1 remain untouched out of all the maps in this pool. I would have imagined that would have been the one to... Oh, we start with Noah 5! Actually, a stronger start.
Alright. Yes, we have CD Try. Off the top of my head, I believe this is 200 BPM. Okay, it's double the BPM that the map is done to. So it says 105, but it's 210.
Yeah.
Guess just Hero K rocking that 105 BPM scroll speed.
Yeah, it seems like it. Even though it gets a bit slower, which I find very funny. If stream dies, thank you, TaikoMom. She has her priorities straight. She is going to go get lunch. A very late lunch, but it's a lunch nonetheless. And we'll be here enjoying City Try.
Yeah, good map, a good song, and I don't know if we mentioned it earlier, but the channel predictions for this match are now up, so if you've got channel points to spare, feel free to throw them in.
I like the name of the
breakfast.
prediction.
Yeah, can't wait for the start of next match to see the predictions for this match closing.
It will start at 23 UTC. It's only like what? How many hours? 6 hours from now? It'll be fine. Come on, I think we can be patient enough for that. And it looks like our players are starting. I cannot see it. Clients?
Uh-oh.
Well, the stream is working. That's all that matters.
Yes, stream is working. Welcome to the stream.
Always fun to be here.
This map is basically fully decided in the key eyes, as we're about to see. We're gonna be seeing Miku picking up the first miss, actually.
It feels like if you don't have a low opacity skin, especially the last key eye, it becomes pretty much impossible to read. But if you memorize, I guess the patterns should be fine.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, yeah, low SV is one of those things where your skin can really make or break it. Because I know the skin I usually use is absolutely horrible for low SV. But we will be seeing Polemo coming out in the lead at the end of that first key eye. But it's not like the SV has exactly gotten much faster.
It does seem to still be causing Miku a bit of a problem though, as we've seen her get quite a lot of misses so far. The score is not that far apart still. It could turn in the next key eye.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is the thing with this map is people are very prone to just chaining several misses. So despite the fact that it is a 50k score gap, that's really not the biggest deal in the world. Because the hardest parts of the map have yet to come.
And this exact part, it's, I think, like, I don't know, like 5% slower than the original Ki, and it gets even slower later.
Yeah, this is yeah, it'd be fun to play on hidden for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Hidden flashlights? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would make that much of a difference.
Well, hidden plus flashlight just like demands that you memorize the map. I straight up don't think you can actually see anything.
I mean, I don't think it would look that much different because I think that with hidden flashlight, I mean, I guess it's hidden flashlight, but at least with flashlight, you still have to wait for the nose to get the specific part of the screen.
I was gonna say, I think flashlight only on this map wouldn't be too big a deal.
I know that many players who play slow SV maps actually tend to also play flashlight with them because you can just easily read it. It doesn't change much.
Yeah.
In any case, it does seem like the score difference will be quite great. The last key I absolutely destroyed Miku, sadly. And Polemo will come out on top with only a single miss. A very solid score. Only 32 hundredths, one miss.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's really incredibly solid. I'm not sure if we've seen any FCs on this map. We might have, but that's definitely close to one, that's for sure.
I honestly cannot remember if there's been any EFCs, sadly.
But either way, I do believe that does mean that Polemo is taking a break point here to start the match out.
And it's already going great for him as he's forgotten what the pool looks like, what the maps are. Oh goodness. Yeah, it does happen. Nothing wrong with that.
We'll have to see what Polemo opts for now. Hopefully they at least actually practice the pool at least once.
Oh, now I'm 4.
Oh, okay. This is a map that I don't think we see too often. Either that or I'm just forgetting, which is also very likely.
I think it's been picked before.
I mean, I know I've seen it before. I'm just not sure how often. Either way, it is a pretty short map, just under 2 minutes long, and also 230 BPM.
Also, this is a fairly old map, I should say, if I recall correctly.
Let's check. That's from 2018. So, not too old, but not exactly new either.
I mean, it is the end of 2021. I think we need to realize the time it goes by very fast.
Yeah, it's 2022 almost.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, Christmas is in 2 weeks. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, this is the highest SR map in the pool as well, apart from the tiebreaker. Polemo looking to abuse Miku's skill cap a little bit, perhaps.
I mean, Miku actually is a speed player.
That is true.
So I don't think
That's-
that
yeah,
is
out.
the case. It looks to be more of a test of stamina at this point. Because as you can see, oh, never mind, Miku unable to play those streams there.
Yeah, making a pretty nice recovery though. Not fumbling too much after the fact. But unfortunately for her, that does put Polemo in a pretty nice position.
I do have to mention something which I find kind of funny, but in the lobby name, Polemo's name is spelled Polemo03. And I find that slightly funny. I mean, Green Tea was in a rush, so it happens. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's okay. No one would have known if you hadn't said anything, so it's not.
I had to. I'm sorry, Green Tea. I just had to say. the score difference is over 100,000 points right now. It is not looking that good for Miku. Polemo might be winning his pick here, continuing the streak of point gaining.
Yeah, I was gonna mention actually that Polemo finally managed to break their losing curse last week. Finally, now with a 5-1 record as opposed to, sorry, a 1-5 record as opposed to going 0-6 across all his matches.
There's something I want to mention, but okay, the map is over. I want to mention Polemo has an SS.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it. Oh my god.
I had been watching that and I was panicking because I was like, what if it drops now? But I don't want to mention anything. My goodness.
Oh my god, really good score from Miku as well, but...
Apparently a PB. Very well done, Miku. Miku is slowly but steadily getting even better at the game. I would not be surprised if 2 months from now this match happens again and Miku manages to push Polemo to his edge. We're going to see easily like a tiebreaker. Maybe it'll happen today too. I don't know.
Maybe. But Polemo definitely pushing for a different outcome, getting an SS and a breakpoint on that first pick. But now it is Miku's turn to pick a map once again. Hopefully we will not see another breakpoint being forked over.
We could see something like a Fremont, or maybe we could do with hidden too. Actually,
hidden maps, yes.
My favorite map, smile.
Oh,
Miku, my beloved.
All right, well, why don't you tell us about this map then?
What is there to say about this map, which I made like years ago? It was created. One thing I can tell you about this map is that. Yeah, the last stream is comfy for me at least. It does have a pretty long stream right at the end. It's not that dense, but it does have some SV changes and some finishers that like every 1/3, because that is what this song supports in the KIs. So that is one of the difficulty spikes that you will see that people can easily miss on, because I know finishers can be kind of hard to play.
Yeah, finishers can also... Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, finishers can only mess you up if you cannot do the change of the colors, which is kind of rare because it's basically the same colors of the finishers in this map when they're used, but in either case, it can still mess people up. What else is there to say about this map? Just SV changes. SV changes and faster than it looks because it's mapped at 1/3.
Alright. Well, thank you for the rundown.
I feel like if you can read hidden, you'll be able to see it yourself. If you cannot read hidden, then I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that you won't be able to see anything here.
That's typical of basically every hidden map anyways, to be fair.
Yeah.
I always do find that very funny when you have something like TWC or EGTS where you'll have a couple of standard players watching and they see hidden and you could just see the entire chat just filled with how do they read that. It's always an interesting experience being able to assert dominance over being able to read hidden in Taiko.
Especially if it's slow hidden, like if we see hidden 1 here and there's people that can read it and play it, I'm going to be so impressed because the map is a mess. If you haven't played the map with no mod before, if you don't know the map at all, you cannot play it because it has some rhythmic patterns that are based solely on the melodies, and the map itself the song itself has some very funky melodies here and there.
Yeah, that's for sure. I haven't played the map, but I do know the song.
And we do see Miku sadly missing on the stream at the start, and we're probably gonna see similar misses at the final stream of this song.
Yeah, as Miku did say in chat, it is single tapping time. That is exactly what we're seeing. Is Polemo DDKK or is he just cross tapping this?
He's cross tapping this.
Alright. We are going to be seeing Miku picking up another miss, which is rather unfortunate. We are already a third of the way through, and Polemo is developing a pretty strong lead here. But like you mentioned, that end screen can definitely throw a wrench into the match.
But still, that amazing accuracy, holding a 99.78 right now. That is going to be very hard to predict, especially since Miku currently has below 95 and has missed it again before the speed up for the Ki.
Yeah, I was going to say, just a bit of an unfortunate hidden moment there and unable to regain her footing for quite a while. Polemo is sitting on, what, I think like 6 or 7 100s right now?
Up, and that's a bunch of misses too, apparently. Oh, that's so sad. It was going so well too.
I mean, to be fair, it still is. That is a really strong score.
It would have been a wonderful FC though, but still a very good score.
Absolutely.
The slowest V kind of getting Miku, especially after that Ki, it's so easy to mess up. And here, this is probably going to kill Miku. Yep. Oh, it kills both players.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a little bit of a spicy ending there.
Still, very solid score by both players. Both technically got a pass. Very impressive.
That's true.
Polemo will sadly though get, or well, happily for some people who are supporting him, get the breakpoint of Miku. I'm not supporting either one of these players. I'm here for the show and I do appreciate both of them. But I do know that having breakpoints in the match can be very upsetting and kind of disheartening for the opponents.
Oh, definitely, for sure. It's always very unfortunate because not only does it initially kind of get you down, but even when you do finally manage to stop getting up breakpoints, you still have kind of a deficit to make up after the fact.
The match is not rigged. Do not listen to Polemo. We do not have the scripts. We do not have a script. Everything is random. There's nothing going on here.
Yeah, this match isn't scripted, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, if you want to see a scripted match now, may I direct you to a match from tomorrow, maybe?
Yes, the secret is that one of tomorrow's matches is actually scripted, and you guys need to guess which one it is.
If you can guess which one it is, I will gift you a kiss on the cheek, and that's all you're getting. But in any case, Noah 2 will be the next pick. We're getting some very nice choices here. A very fun map, a very fun dusk map, actually. I like this one.
Yeah, this isn't a map that we see very often. It is quite fun, though. Actually, I don't know if we've seen it at all. At least I know I haven't in match.
I've probably seen it. I can go check right now, actually. I go back in the weeks. I don't even have access to all of them. Why am I doing that? I cannot go check the previous match. I will have to go through match speed to find it. But
yeah, I mean, I'm sure it has been played. Just out of the 4-3 matches that I've seen, I don't think I've seen this being picked. I might be wrong though. I've seen quite a few matches this season, so probably just getting things muddled up in my head.
And it's even more crazy if you think about the fact that the season is like almost over.
Yeah, what's roughly the last day of the season?
The last day of the season is January 2nd, if I recall correctly.
Oh.
And which is when the winter thing will start.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anyways, looks like the stream is back up and running.
And And it does seem like the players are ready to begin after that very short break we had until the stream was fixed. All is fine though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all good. We are not in any rush this time around.
Good thing that the next match is in like 5 hours. We
I
don't
think it's
have
more
to
than
worry.
that. I think it's in like 8 hours or something like that.
It's at 23, you said?
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's at like yeah, it's like almost 8 hours. Almost. It's 7.5 almost.
Sure.
In any case,
I can't bother to do math right now. Anyways, yeah.
in any case, it looks like both players are kind of having issues here. This map does have interesting rhythmic patterns.
Yeah, very 1-6 heavy and some kind of uncomfortable patterns to work with. We're actually not seeing a very big score lead here for Polemo right now.
I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon, especially with what just happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like both players being kind of caught off by the little difficulty spike there. Because we are already halfway through the map.
Even patterns are the main issue in this map. If you're not comfortable with even patterns, you're going to suffer a tad bit.
Miku missing on the mono part there, very unfortunate. Gonna be giving Polemo the combo advantage. Just gonna give him the opportunity to run away with it a little bit, but that score lead still isn't really that large.
The map is fairly short though, we only have a quarter of the map left now.
Yeah, both players trading misses. Miku actually holding through, and that score lead is...
it's changed.
So
it has
tight.
flipped.
There's still a tiny bit of map left though. This is not the end of it. There's still a little more to go.
Oh, and it looks like with Polemo holding through the stream a tad bit better, he will get the lead again.
And all that's left is just some 1-4. And it will be Polemo ultimately winning the map. But wow.
That was so close. Look at that miss difference. If it wasn't for those misses, Score V2 will never cease to surprise me, honestly.
Yeah, Polemo with definitely the better act there, but Miku managing to hold through one of the streams that Polemo didn't definitely made things closer than they may have originally seemed like they were going to be. But ultimately, that does still mean that Polemo will be taking his own pick yet again.
It is looking just a tad bit rough for Mika right now, but we do still have many maps waiting to be picked, and some of them may be good for Mika right now. Either a sweep pick or maybe a DT. Should Miku think that she can do it better than Polemo, who, well, he is actually a very strong DT player, so it may be kind of risky. At the end of the day, free mods exist, and free mods are always quite worth the risk.
I was gonna say, we do have that Hidden 1 as well. Hidden 1 is a map where you may see yourself getting 400k, but so will your opponent. But we are going to be seeing Free Mod 3, I guess.
Oh, a very big map by, well, nabbed by the legendary ZK2, picked by J-Rocks, who is not an actual official puller here, but he did give KB some sadistic tips when it comes to picking certain maps. So
thanks, Jace. Very cool.
Thanks, Jace. Very cool. Is he even awake? You have to tell him, hey, your pick was played.
He is actually a pooler in the server. He does have the
yeah. He does have the
map
role.
pooler role. Yep.
I was talking to him the other day, and he asked me, "Why do I still have the map pooler role?" Oh goodness. But yeah, a very solid and interesting pick. It's very anti hard rock, So do you think we'll see both
Interesting.
Polemo and Miku going with Hidden here? Hence the handshake, the handshakes in the chat, I would assume at least.
Alright, well, I'll be interested to see how this goes. Definitely not the pick I was expecting. I mean, I don't think I really was expecting anything in particular, but still very cool to see. I do always love me some Fremont 3 action.
Come on.
I think we've seen this map before in a match that happened not too long ago. See if I can find it before they start.
Have like less than 10 seconds.
I'm not gonna find it before they start. Or maybe, let's see.
I think maybe Nuku played it against Bang, also known as 490.
Yes, yeah. Crab Cow versus Bang. They played this.
Yeah.
Both of them played Hard Rock.
Did they?
Yeah, both of them played Hard Rock, which is interesting.
I remember them playing Hard Rock. I thought they won no mod with something like no Mel, I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, was that the match that... it might have been a different match where they played no mod and then they found out later that it was force mod, but...
I think that was the one, and I think that Crab Cow and Bang also played it in their match, like right afterwards. Yeah, that's what happened. I just found it. It was last week. Honestly, picking Hidden is better than picking Hard Rock on this. Polemo, no! Polemo, no! Don't! No! No! You don't want to play this! You don't want to play this with Hard Rock. You literally don't. The ending is unreadable with Hard Rock. This is the only reason why Jace picked it, because you know, I cannot play this with Hard Rock, it's perfect.
Oh, we'll have to see. I mean...
At the end of the day, it will still be quite a show. Miku's saying, man, I feel that.
It is quite a chill song though, at least. That's nice. God, I like the song sounds very familiar, but I just don't remember any of the map.
The map is, well, it starts pretty simple and then it gets very dense at the end and also the SV increases. And that is all you need to know about this map.
Oh, what I do know as well is that both players are going to be opting for Hard Rock. So we're going to be seeing Miku throwing on the no-fail for good measure.
This is going to be painful for both of them.
Well, ultimately, they probably went for Hard Rock because they found Hidden to be harder, so I guess
I would
we'll
have
see.
to disagree with it being harder in this.
We do see Polemo holding an SS for the first 41 notes. Very cool.
Very cool. Also, Ray, no-fail does not matter, it's just for the psychology of the players. Whether you have no-fail or not, it really does not change anything. Ah yes, Hidden Hard Rock in this map. It's a great idea, because you'll be able to read the end. Honestly, I feel like Hidden Hard Rock will make things easier at the end, personally.
Interesting. One of those maps. We will be seeing Miku picking up the first miss and actually several more 100s in Polemo. Now at the 93% act mark.
acting this is very hard.
Polemo doesn't seem to be having too much of a hard time with it, though, that's for sure. Still
Polemo is
sitting
used
above
to slightly harder maps, considering his top place at least. And right as I say that, he gets a miss right there.
Yeah, unfortunately timed, but not gonna matter too much. Miku is not exactly keeping up the pressure, kind of just doing her best to pull some combo together and not having the best time of it.
There really isn't much to say about this because it just becomes unreadable at this point, so yeah, just look at this. Look how fast it's going. And then they ban hard drop when they could easily just play something like this. I mean, I don't see why.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, why did they ban the hard rocks?
Polemo not really having any issues with reading this. Well, except for that part there, but this string right at the end, if you don't realize it's DDDKKK, DDDKKK, DDDK, it can absolutely kill you, which is I think what happened there with Maker. But yeah, Polemo will get the point with a very solid score, 30-100s, 4 misses with hard rock. Actually insane.
Yeah, I was gonna say Polemo just really pulling out some really good scores here, and unfortunately Miku, as she's saying in chat, is just kind of skill capped right now. But you know what? That's not what matters too much, as long as you had a good time practicing the pool.
Yeah. Miku, you should have gone hidden. I came in the actual like chat column telling you no, play hidden, but it was already over. Okay, guys, we're starting. I'm sorry. Oh no. But yeah.
Big hidden one. Do it.
I had
Go.
one great option. It's gonna be number 3.
I mean,
No,
3 is it's a good map as a spectator.
I mean, I personally love number 3, but then again, I am a KKDD player.
Yeah,
so...
I was gonna say as a KDDK player that is not very good at speed with a finisher heavy map like that. Good
it's
song.
not that it's finisher heavy, it's just that the patterns are very friendly for bongo, but for KDDK it can be very straining unless you roll. If you don't roll, it's kind of like...
It's also pretty finisher heavy, let's be honest. There's enough finishers for it to be kind of a pain at, what is it, like 260 BPM?
Yeah, something like that. What I do know is I guess my definition of finisher heavy is skewed because I don't really have a concept like that. The only map that I can think of that is finisher heavy is what is it? It's an all-cure map of a Kikuo song. Which one is it? It's the Desert Theater one.
Oh, Desert Theater! What a banger map! What a banger map!
It is, but goodness, that is so finisher heavy. I love the map, but that it kills it with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a neat GTS pick. I want people to realize. It was a neat GTS.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm glad we're seeing this because this map really doesn't get too much action. The last time I saw it, I believe both players got under 500k. So I'll be interested to see if maybe one of these two can pull a better score than that.
Somewhere in here as well. What, this? Or... Which one are you talking about, right? Because this has been pulled in this specific pool, I suppose. Oh, Miku. Oh, Miku. This is painful to watch.
I will say it's also very weird for me to listen to because I'm so used to hearing this song with DT. It's just one of those moments.
Yeah. It just hits different, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like always very weird for DT picks in tournaments when you're in the lobby and the song is just playing at normal speed.
And then you start playing it and you have the completely wrong impression of the BPM when you mess up the first few notes.
Yup. And also Ray, I'm not entirely sure. Someone told me I think that Desert Theater was used as a TWC map or something like that. Or...
It may have been. I want to know. I can check.
Yeah, we are seeing two very rough scores. Miku having a little bit of a harder time of it, but Polemo also at 74% AC right now is enough to do the job, but this is about the level of struggle you'd expect on a map like this.
This specific map just I don't know, even though I like it, there's certain maps that were not meant to be played with mods. Like they are put in the same category as gimmick maps. And oh god, I'm having issues with fire electricity. I'm having a mini lamp moment, it looks like. Okay. I hope my parents don't give out before this match is over, because I do want to congratulate both players, first of all, for doing as well as they did. And I'm very sorry that I don't want Miku to think that she did badly in this match. This entire pool is it's a mess.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
It's
there
a
are
good
very
mess,
few
but
there are very few normal maps in this pool.
yeah, the only normal maps in this pool are like normal 1, normal 4, normal 5, free mode 1, free mode 2. I guess the hard rocks are pretty alright. I do like the hard rocks. The DTs, DD1 is a mess, but yeah, I see it in D from the players here. I think that C is the best one can do, unless they're like a top 500 player that specializes in hidden. Because
Yeah, that map is just absolutely nasty with hidden.
Polemo barely had practiced the wrong defaults.
No. Oh my god. That's always the worst. I haven't done that myself, but I have done in a tournament I was playing. There's a forced hidden hard rock, and I thought that was a free mod. And when I got into the actual match and I saw it was forced hidden hard rock, it was a bit of a moment. But anyways, big congratulations to Polemo for pulling off some really good scores there, namely that SS on No Mod 4. That was very impressive. And very good effort by Miku as well. We saw some pretty good scores, and again, this pool is it's something. And yet somehow, this is not the hardest pool we'll be seeing today. In fact, that map, that hidden, is probably not the hardest hidden we'll be seeing today, because the next match, occurring at 23 UTC between Maxi and Minilamp, will be on a custom pool made by Maxi for quote-unquote de-rusting. And the maps in that are, yeah, they're there.
They are there indeed. Funnily enough, oh wait, they're like staged versions already okay. One of the hiddens is literally just a sped up version of the Hard Rock 2 in this pool, which I find very funny. Yeah, it will be pure speed, which both Maxi and Mini can play very well because Bunga advantage, I suppose. But
I
it will be
guess.
interesting. It will be interesting.
I was gonna say, if you are awake for that time, please do tune in because that is absolutely gonna be something. But in the meantime, we do have a tiebreaker showcase here to close things out.
Okay, 12 AM is technically morning, if you think about it. Because AM literally stands for antemeridian, which means before noon. And if it's before noon, it's still morning, right?
Yeah, midnight is technically morning.
Yeah, see?
I mean,
so it's early morning.
It's nighttime, but it's still morning as well. The two aren't exactly opposites per se.
They coexist.
Exactly.
It's like quantum superposition, but instead it's with the concept of time, which also can be related to quantum superposition. Okay. Oh goodness.
Very big brain words for simply saying, "Hey, there's AM, so it's morning."
But yeah, this TB, it is very stamina heavy, I do have to say.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know much about it, so.
Early morning is still morning. Early is just like an adverb that you add to kind of specify the morning more and give it more properties. It's still morning though. Okay, enough of that discussion. I don't think it's worth talking about that when we have this wonderful TB, a wonderful Appler's map. One of my favorite Appler's maps, actually, because it's not insane speed like the rest of his maps are.
It's not 270 plus BPM.
Yeah, and it's very chill. It's a nice pattern practice too. It's good for warm-ups even if you're into that. But it can be very straining, so I do like this choice as a TV.
Yeah, that 6.5 minute length is definitely makes it a very good candidate.
Very juicy streams overall for this too, and that DKK KD is a horrible pattern. I'm not surprised both of the players missed there.
Yeah.
In general, I feel like 1/6 patterns that are in between 1/4 and they lead out of the same color can be so horrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, in general, 1/6 inside of 1/4 is something that you just until it clicks and you really start to get it, it's just a guaranteed miss almost every time.
Yeah.
Even then, once you do start to get it, again, you still have to learn to contend with some of the nastier patterns.
Yeah, there's some patterns that just are literally made to kill you.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of 1/6 with no color changes?
Yes and no. Like, if it's like, if it's spammed over and over, then no. But like on its own, I think it's fine.
What about in between, like, well, in the middle of a
in
stream?
between, I am in that phase of learning it right now. So honestly,
you know what? That is very fair.
Yeah, it's unless it's like 130 BPM, I'm a miss anyways.
Actually, I do want to ask because from what I have understood and from what I've like learned from talking with other people, apparently DKK like KDDK players perceive 1/6 as something completely different from like what manga players would conceive it. Like for us, it's more of a faster pattern to play, but for normal people like yourself, it is. For people like with your playstyle, it actually like feels like a completely different task, and I would like to know your opinion on it since we are seeing such patterns here quite a lot.
It is 100% like that. It is a kind of case where it's alright. So I mean, I've been trying to learn to full alt, but like in general, I always start patterns on my right hand. So 1/6 inside of 1/4, even though it would technically make sense to continue just playing it like a kind of like how you perceive it as just like, oh, a faster part of the stream or whatever. It's very natural for me anyways to perceive it as like, oh, I have to start that on my right hand, even if that means I'm technically going to single tap inside of a stream.
Ah, I see.
Which is like one of the real big difficulties of learning how to deal with it. Because I mean, a lot of times, well, I say a lot of times, but there are quite a few cases of mappers being very nice and putting 1/6 in very convenient spots where you'll start it on your right hand, and the note prior will be played with your left hand. But in those cases where it is in kind of a wonky spot, it is definitely something you just have to really practice as a KDDK player.
That makes sense, actually. See, now I have a better like understanding of this concept, because before that I wouldn't exactly understand, because it's like, oh, the 1/6 completely different from 1/4, and nobody will elaborate. But that makes actually a lot of sense. It does seem to be correlated to how people learn to play the game in the first place. Like, rolling K to the K players have a completely different concept of how certain patterns work compared to, like, alting a semi-alt K to the K.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. I was gonna say, Sola, who I talk with quite a bit, is KDK roll, and his concept of difficulty is a little strange in my eyes, to say the least.
No, I understand that. But yeah, after this very interesting and informative conversation we just had, and this wonderful, a wonderful tiebreaker showcase that we didn't really say much about because this map is just a huge, long stamina map. I think that has been it. Yet again, GG, well played to both players, both to Polemo and Miku. Very, very exciting match to watch. I hope both of them had fun. And yet again, I hope, Miku, you're not upset about this. I don't want you to think that you're bad just because this happened. This pool is quite messy, and it makes sense to kind of struggle on still.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know I would have a rough time on basically all of these maps. But it's alright, skill cap improves with time. Like Miku mentioned, she did PB on 2 separate maps as well, so very good to see overall. But yeah, one last reminder before we head out. The next match is at 23 UTC between Maxi and Minilamp on a custom pool. So if you are awake for that time, feel free to tune in.
And yet again, thank you everyone for joining this match, and we'll see you later. I should not say soon because it's no time soon. Yeah, this will be it for us. See ya.
Yep, adios everyone.